Right, so
How many
Frank, tell us the exact rules for this one. Yes.
It has to be on old hardware. There's all the rules about the memory bus. Basically, stuff from the 90s without 3D chips is what your higher level switch. The more detailed plan is more complicated. We can perhaps talk about that later, but not now. This compo is massive. Stock up on the drink. Get your snacks out, put your pizza in the oven. You will finish it before the compo ends. CGI looking at you. You need to be fed.
CGI had food when I checked on him earlier. But CGI, you should speak. I need to open my door.
So therefore,
anyway, yes, I'm just going to check with you, Frankie. Yeah, technically,
Yes.
if I recall, the Amiga should be in this competition, but we give it its own, don't we?
Long discussion, not going there. No,
Right, okay,
Amiga has its own competition because it deserves it, and therefore there's a Amiga competition. But yes, otherwise this is a multi-platform competition, so you will have everything from Commodore 64s up to Sega Mega Drives, your ZX81, ZX Spectrum handhelds, so Game Boy Color.
But
everything.
not the modern virtual consoles or anything like that.
I just saw.
So like a TIC 80 that would go into Wild because it's a fantasy console. While yes, they are speed limited internally, it is not an old school device. It's a fantasy device.
Yeah. So no Pico 8, nothing like that. In fact, what we're going to have is
Game Boy Color, the NICCC. Story goes on.
That was the one you put first, Frankie. Oh my god!
I did not make this order, but I'm not complaining. Every compo needs a good opener to get the vibe going, and this is perfect for that.
And I can also understand.
NICCC continues.
I can also understand putting this first because it isn't. I mean, it's an amazing technical. It's astounding, but it isn't original content. So I can understand that. But yeah.
Well, next we have The Expanse by Twilight AYCE.
Commodore 64, new sit, and if my brain is correct, 2 disk sides.
Okay.
My brain was wrong.
I was like, wait, this isn't live?
Oh no, wait, it's that one. It's not. Okay, I need more beer. I'm sorry.
Remember we were saying earlier. If you wanna start off with a demo, logo, scroller, tune. That's there you go.
Well, hang on, and sideboarder coloring. So there was some extra timing and coding going on there.
Yeah. To number 3, LowTech by Wiz.
All right, Apple II. I wonder if it has a Mockingbird. Because, I mean, that makes all the difference with sound. Seriously, the French are
Sound
just
like he did have the board.
destroying my understanding of what you can do on an Apple II.
Okay. Truck. Hoffman needs to know what a Mockingbird is.
The Mockingbird is a sound card that was available for the Apple II. It's, I believe, a YM chip. It's either that or OPL. But it's serious. It changes it so you actually have sound on an Apple II.
Instead of the buzzer.
Instead of the buzzer, yeah. Anybody that had a Mockingbird had actual sound. And I am astounded by that production.
Entry number 4 is Happy Easter by Lepsi D. More Commodore 64 with new SID. Happy Easter, Lepsi D. Nice little tune there.
And pretty,
Nice colorful logo as well. So really like that logo.
I also like the rabbits.
Bunny hop. Yes, the hopping bunnies.
The hopping bunnies were well done.
More Commodore 64 on the way. Calculation by Artline Designs.
Is this the 2-discer? Yes, this was
Calculation
to
by
discuss.
Artline Designs.
There was
Adam Flex.
baby.
Nice dancing animation there in the end. Really
Yes.
Yeah.
Which, might have had a butt in it. The Pets mode with ArT SyS. A Cats and Kitties invasion demo for the MSX.
MSX.
My brain says
MSX2.
this is gonna be
MSX2. Oh, it's about time we had an I know some people that are just going nuts right now.
Yep.
Because it's
We have
finally an
lots of nice
MSX.
platforms in this compo.
Oh, this is...
You have lots of nice platforms here.
Folks, you're in for a
More
treat.
coming up. Absolutely.
ArT SyS, the Pets mode on the MSX2 there.
Lovely little MS.
That totally sounds like Depeche Mode with your intonation, the Pets mode. Flashparty 2021 Invtro. Sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. This is from PDM, and we hope we all can be at Flashparty.
Yes, is this like 0.25 second delay we have among each other that we need to take into account?
Yeah, plus we can't see each other's faces that well, so we don't always know when somebody's saying something.
Also, Oktumi, mad props, you uploaded a lot of entries. Respect.
Flashparty 2021 Invtro by PVM.
We were talking about how wonderful it was to see a printer demo to do an invite with text mode graphics. It's just great.
But see, here's another platform, WonderSwan Color.
Oh, I don't have one of these.
Oh dear, that's a problem.
I need one now.
Basically, this is running on an 8086 clone CPU. It's print compatible, to give you an idea of what this is running on.
I've got emulators that run it, but I don't own the hardware. I must now get the hardware.
Obviously.
Meow, 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 meow.
Yep. Definitely need to get
by
a
Xylem on Bandai's WonderSwan there.
And that's the WonderSwan Color, which is the later one.
Yeah, yes.
I had a black and white one.
Yeah, we had color.
No. The WonderSwan had a black and white version before they made the color one.
Yeah, true, indeed.
Yeah. Back to the
Proton
Commodore
Infinity
64 for Platonic Solid.
Proton's been working on this. He says in a hurry, but I mean, he's been working on this.
Proton is coding all the time. You see his streams on the website we will no longer mention.
Well, we'll see what we can do about that.
That's not this one.
It doesn't appear to be a C64.
This is not C64.
That's Amiga.
Okay, so we'll see that soon.
I think that was the wrong one.
I might have had, yes.
So soon we will have Proton's Platonic Solid C64 stuff. I could comment on this, but I don't feel I should, because I mean I've seen some of this stuff in this, but no.
Yes, they found the Amiga graphics mode on the Commodore 64 finally after over 30 years.
To be fair,
that
would not surprise me at all. It wouldn't. We should mention that Booze Drum 4 will be this year, and that you should make some Gabber tunes for it so that you can get pre-selected. But we need more tunes. It will be awesome. And I don't know, maybe they make a 8 cassette thing for all the tunes. I don't know. Make more Booze Drome tracks.
Okay. They found the right video. They found the right demo. So we're going to play Platonic Solid by Proton of Finnish Gold now on the 64. Yeah, Proton bringing it once again there. So, Frankie, filled vectors on the Commodore 64. How hard?
You have to ask Proton, but it is doable.
And I love what he did with
it
that.
takes a while, and you can see it's not full frame, so it does need some time to calculate, which shows you that it is actually being calculated and not read from a buffer as an animation. So there.
Yeah. No pre-calc. Okay, and now back to the Atari. We were wrong. It wasn't an Amiga. It was the Atari.
Yes, it was.
by Hemoroids.
Yeah, I was wondering how we managed to get an Amiga thing in there, but hey, looked fantastic.
It's Atari.
Coming soon, the good old outdoors. Square V2 by Hemoroids. Oh dear, they're 30. They're 30th plus 1 birthday. There you go, 31st anniversary. Oh dear, we're all old. Number 11, Twinhead by Progen and Desire for the BBC Master 128.
I also don't
Is that
have
a
a
B-
BBC Master.
That's a micro with 2 CPUs, right?
Yes, two.
You're British,
two
you know this.
5602s. Two 6502s. Okay.
Yes. So
I wonder how many colors it has.
8 plus stuff.
Twinhead for the BBC Master 128. Yes, 26502s.
Still 2 megahertz, though.
Yeah. Is that Fjortis by Fatzone?
I
On
believe it
Commodore
is.
64.
Yep.
But unfortunately, all the folks that speak language that would pronounce that correctly are not here.
Fjortis by Fatzone. Commodore 64 new Sid.
Good to see them
Really like this one.
returning. Yeah, that was
Some nice text effects, some colorful sprites. Well done.
Apple II.
Sweet. Apple II GS again. It's been a few years. Oh, yes.
Yeah, that like
No
the old the old Apple Force is very well represented here.
No hard feelings by Ninjaforce.
We'll explain the 2GS later.
At this thing of ours.
No Hard Feelings by Ninjaforce.
Loved it.
More NICCC action.
Of course,
Yes.
DFox will again say, yeah, but Truck, what don't you love? But loved it.
There you go. Point final. El punto final. There you go.
We love to party, don't we all? Lethargy.
This is better. I
What, you wonder about Apple?
no, I don't. No.
Good.
No, I don't.
Getting it.
Good.
Party leaving?
No, I was thinking Venga Boys.
Close, but no.
We love to party.
So, Frankie, you want to talk about the borders that weren't in that?
Sorry, what?
Do you want to talk about the fact that didn't have borders in several places?
That's excellent timing in the code.
Yeah,
top and bottom borders are a bit easier to do. The side borders, that's a very, very, very strict timing that you need to adhere to.
Yeah.
And then it changes because on some scan lines you have more CPU time than others, so you have to know where you are on the screen. This is old technology. Anyway.
PAL SNES.
On the SNES now. On the SNES. D0 by Desire.
That's a fantastic SNES demo.
D0 by Desire.
Lots of Mod 7 there. Very lovely.
Somebody was asking if that was a SNES with just a regular SNES, or if they were using the SuperFX chip.
SuperFX?
Yeah.
I would say regular.
Yeah, okay. That's
SuperFX is
even
like really
more amazing.
3D stuff. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah.
Still not the end. Can Robots Take Control by Benediction and Arkos. And CPC.
Still don't have a CPC.
Well, Charlie has one. This is it.
That was pretty awesome. Can robots take control?
Ta-da!
Benediction and Arkos. No char mode, no programmer input, no sprite harbor, just the bare CPC 6128. Watch it on real hardware. Would love to, but we don't own one.
Yeah, I don't know anybody with one either.
Well, yeah, I'll explain why.
Oh, Charlie! I know Charlie. Charlie has one.
Yes, indeed. He actually got one specifically for revision here, and that's for dedication.
Yeah. We just saw an old school demo competition, and another good one. I've not seen there's not been a bad compo today. There really hasn't.
No, there hasn't. Yeah,
absolutely fantastic.
That was what, 20, 30 hours worth of old school demos?
20?
Yeah, ish.
I remember a lot of productions in there, and that's just that. CGI, pan up here, because, I mean, this is amazing, what's going on in Sofa World. I went to open the door, and I turned around, and I just started cracking up, because, I mean, all the people that are here... just staring at the screen or dancing.
And they're just staring at a lonesome CGI that is standing there in Sofa World, looking at the fire. He doesn't move. Then like, oh yeah, no wait, that's Truck's TV.
What a delightful compo. Who would like to?
Yeah, one tends to agree. It's so there's two things that make a good old school demo compo. Well, first of all, the entries. Secondly, the platforms, and we've had tons of different platforms here. There's of course your to be expected C64, but then we've had at Atari we've had two handhelds, so Game Boy Color and the Wonders One Color. Then there was some for mainland Europeans, not so common things like the BBC, which is you need to travel to Nova for to get BBC entries, and then even on a higher end level master was there, and then ending with the CPC, which is Amstrad, which used to be British, but then it was popular in France. And
yes, I think so.
What specifically here is that, as I said at the end of the demo, is not completely what it would look like on actual hardware. Is the way that the CPC drives the monitor. You can do effects in the way that you drive the monitor through software.
Yeah,
and you cannot capture this.
No, I can imagine you can't. Is that that's similar to the kind of raster effects that Apple II demo was showing as well?
Could be, because those were NTSC effects, aliasing effects.
Yeah, what you have on the Apple II is
But that's an Apple II GS,
video
not an Apple II.
artifacting. Oh, sorry, 2GS. I am very bad at apples. So
no, I did mean the first Apple demo in that instance, Struck, where the lines were going
the Apple
green
II.
and pink.
Unsatisfactory Pippin is approved.
Exactly. No, that's because of the way the video signal works internally. And actually, coders have learned to abuse that feature and discover new colors on that system. So it is what originally was a limitation, budget limitation, a design choice. Demo coders have now discovered to basically abuse and exploit, and you have some really nice Apple II stuff out there, which actually, to watch properly, you have to run it on an NTSC machine on an NTSC screen, because although people in US areas say picture always lousy for a PAL system, the PAL system with its better color encoding actually cannot display the faults of the NTSC. So there, I have now awoken the dragon.
No. I actually have never heard anybody use the term that you just did for PAL. I know never the same color twice, but
yes, but the PAL is picture always lousy.
Picture always lousy. Yeah. Boy, I never heard that. But I might have heard it and just ignored it because I always wanted to PAL machines because demos. But yeah. And when I saw the Apple II GS stuff, that was like, oh, that's NTSC. That's even more impressive because, fewer raster lines.
If I may, Truck. For those of you who are born after 1995, PAL and NTSC used to be systems how TV signals were transmitted from before HDMI.
Yes. And they were very different. And if you bought a machine that worked in NTSC, the games and demos for it wouldn't work on a PAL system without somebody severely changing the way that it worked, just to get the display synced. And the music oftentimes was a different speed. And the same thing for any PAL games.
Different speed, different number of rasters.
Yeah. Okay, Alcatraz Mega Demo 3. Fantastic demo. When I saw it on an NTSC machine, on Amiga, I didn't know that the second part had a scroller, because that entire scroller down at the very bottom was completely hidden by the NTSC. There was just that much more. Screens this big, this part down at the bottom, I didn't see. First time I saw it on a PAL machine, I'm like, it has a scroller.
You thought you were staring at a picture for hours on end.
Well, I did with that demo. It was one of the demos that ran on NTSC, and also was early. I love Alcatraz Mega Demo 3. I do.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me.
I also love this.
Also, Compo. I had a confirmation that the Super NES is for regular SNES, so no Super Fix chip or whatever.
That's definitely going to go on. I wonder if it'll run on my Famicom. Because I have a Super Famicom, but that's an NTSC machine because it's Japanese, and that was a PAL demo. I'm gonna need to find somebody that has a proper Super Nintendo or PAL SNES.
I have one, and you're not getting it.
Yeah, I know. I'll have to come down.
I even have a Super Magicom with the Super Wildcard EEPROM in it.
I might actually have one of those also.
Yes,
it's
for those playing along at home. We're now out nerding each other about which Super Nintendo game copier we have.
Anyway, enough. Speaking not of Super Nintendo, you were going to talk to us about what the GS meant in Apple II GS.
Yeah. Okay. So the Apple II was 19. Apple II was the second Apple. The first one was not. It was the garage machine that Jobs and Wozniak did. But the Apple II was commercially available and went all over the place. Mine that I have at home came from Switzerland, so it has German documentation and a French monitor, and 48K RAM, 6502 chip. So not, and I forget if it's 1 megahertz or 2. Somebody will have to correct me on this. Great machine for the time, but very, very underpowered, and kind of some really odd, unique things. Fast forward 10 years or so to 85, or maybe 84, but the one that I saw first, guy, again, from Switzerland, came to as a exchange student to the school where I was in Akron, and brought his 2GS with him. That's the first person that I ever saw with a 2GS. And significantly more colors, able to do a lot more, and the user interface was basically your first version of the Mac user interface, the Finder and everything. So the precursor to the Mac by about, the Lisa had already come out, but nobody could afford that. And so they made the 2GS, which was a major upgrade to the Apple II. But then nobody bought that because the Macintosh came out. And although it was black and white and the 2GS was color, Apple's marketing, everybody wanted one of those so that you could use the mouse and Mac Paint and Mac Draw. And, the 2GS then kind of fell by the wayside. But there were dedicated fans that make amazing stuff, both in the U.S. and, southern Germany and Switzerland. That seems to be the core of where that machine kind of got a grip on people. And it's a fascinating machine because, again, NTSC, but sold in Europe. All of the display in a 2GS, which it had its own display, was NTSC. And I'm not sure how they pulled that off because there's a difference between NTSC power supplies and PAL power supplies. And that step-down converter, or whatever they did, would have had to be modified in some way. I'm going to have to find out details about this from somewhere. I don't know this. I'm sure the guys could explain it to me. That, again, the last time I saw one of these machines was actually physically at Revision, where the guys said, hey, if you want to see this machine, you want to see this run on the real hardware, we've got it here. I think I was one of the few people that went over there because I had to see one after, 15, 20 years of not seeing one. And some of the stuff that they had done that wasn't released at the Compo. Like they had their own version of Wolfenstein that they'd done and enhanced all the graphics. Just very, very impressed with everything that they've done. I also don't have one of these machines, and I probably won't get one because they're really expensive because they're kind of rare. But, great underknown, not well-known machine.
Underknown is a new word to me.
Underknown is a completely bogus word. That's like that's my next demo name, Underknown 2000. See, that's how great
this
Compos have been. My brain isn't
been talking
working
a lot, and you haven't, and we have 5 minutes left. Let me hear you.
Well, this is more your competition more than anything else, Frankie. But we'll go back to the more my speed, which is the size limited PC competitions. And
sure.
I was just really impressed with. I was just so impressed by that strong showing there that I was so pleased to see another conspiracy demo. I really was. I have been missing them quite a lot, and I'm really, really glad they're back. Now all we need is Mercury, and we can just dig up the old rivalry again. Surely.
Well, I think they've received the challenge.
Yeah, I would hope so. And what else? We had Amiga intros as well.
Our 256-byte Rickroll. Come on.
Yes, they were. Helmut trolling us there. Have you ever been rickrolled in a demo competition?
That wasn't Helmut.
That wasn't.
It wasn't Helmut. No, sorry. Yeah.
That was Dieter.
Have you ever been rickrolled in a competition before?
I've been through a few. Yes.
Actually, you were there for the time that the folks from Demo Splash came to assembly and brought the Lisa and rickrolled, weren't you, Frankie?
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh yes, because we had things on the hills.
Yes.
There's like, what's this? Alcohol after midnight? Yes, have one.
They were.
What's wrong with alcohol after midnight?
It was. They were a fascinating group of guys, and again, the Demo Splash still going on in the States. It's in the fall. If you're in North America, seriously consider participating there. I don't know what's going to happen because nobody does, but if you're in North America, that's one of your two local parties. The other one is ArT Party, which is in Boston, and it's earlier.
I will briefly talk about the new Compo this year as well, which I think is a success, and that's the 3D model competition. I don't know if you caught much of this, Frankie, but Truck and I were deeply impressed with
Yes, I was here sitting. I watched it.
You were there. I'm so sorry. That was when we were still on Twitch, and it was a lifetime ago. So
oh yes.
I'm sorry. What was that thing? I don't remember anything like that.
But yes, the 3D Compo, I think we can safely say that worked really, really well, and we're hoping that will definitely be a lot more popular. Yeah, I really hope more people pick that up. Now it's proven to work. It's going to be the main
absolutely thing. We have the technology, we can do it.
Yep, technology. Okay. Thanks.
So I have to go, and Truck as well, because we will continue on the SceneSet stream for the Compo Studio after this. So I have to rebuild all the hardware and move it virtually to somewhere else. It's sceneset.com/whatever. Compo Studio.
No, you probably should get this one right. Hold on.
sceneset.com/Compo Studio. Yes. That's going to be the URL.
There you go.
There you go. And, I see in the meantime, I see two scary people on a couch with a lot of pooflicht behind them. So I'm going to say goodbye, and we will talk later on sceneset.com/Compo Studio. There we go.
And if we don't see you there, we will see you tomorrow morning.
Make a demo for transmission.
Come to Transmission 64, make demos.
And here we are, the scary people that Frankie mentioned.
With Pufflicht behind us.
Pufflicht behind us, yeah. We have juiced up our ambience.
Yes, we are now very ambient.
We're very ambient.
We're even playing ambient in the background. Thank God you can't hear it.
Yeah, thanks to SceneSet for all the great Compo commentary. Thanks to all of you for submitting an awful lot of entries.
Yes, holy crap, that was long.
Yeah, and awesome stuff in there.
Yeah, really good.
Yeah, we hope you're not tired yet because the night is basically just starting.
So there's still plenty of program ahead of us.
Yeah, I think we have 2.5 hours left or something, or whatever happens. At least 2.5 hours.
Nice. Yeah. So given it's 2 in the morning.
It's 2
now,
in the.
So
It's early evening, I would say.
Yes.
A demo scene early evening. It's not morning.
I just stated an absolute time value. I did not give it any.
I see. You know, in other countries like the US, it's still actually early evening, depending on where you are.
That is absolutely
so basically,
true.
That's what we do right now as well.
Yeah, on some place on Earth, it's always midday.
Exactly. So, what do we have today?
We have
still
DJ sets.
We have DJ sets.
And
we have
that's a lot of them.
3.
Yeah.
3 in quick succession, basically. And we will start with Messi, accompanied by Shader Jam.
Yep, and we will have 3 shader coders accompanying Messi again. And this time it's going to be Baguette. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. There's a 4 instead of the A. We have Evil again, and we are very, very much looking forward to what he's going to come up with when he's got an entire hour to himself.
Yep.
And we also are going to have Plek coding shaders for us to complete the group.
Yeah.
So that's going to be fun.
Yeah, that's going to be a run for about an hour.
Yep.
Then there's a jingle from what I can see in the cue sheet. No, and then we have DJ
He's
Mac.
going to get jingled.
Mac with metal dots on the A. It's also Shader
Very
Jam.
metal. Is it,
No,
is it
no,
2
it's
or
not.
3 metal dots on the A?
No, it's 2 metal dots. No, it's not a Shader Jam. It's just Mac. And he will entertain you for also an hour.
Cool. And last, we bow to our benevolent oppressors, Turbo Anal ISIS.
Yeah, they didn't just crash the stream yesterday. They also kicked us from Twitch.
That's we fulfilled your request. What else do you want?
We tried everything. Anyway, we're super hyped for this.
Yeah.
We have some drinks ready. Dodo.
Right.
Cheers.
Drinks.
We have the party lights going on. We hope you do too. We might pop on one of the Discord voice channels.
Maybe even both, because we're 2 people.
Exactly.
We're gonna have the Discord
Discord
cacophony.
cacophony. Yeah, and we'll also be signing off for tonight. And we'll see you tomorrow at 11 for the morning coffee.
Yes.
So have an awesome night.
Dance your asses off.
Enjoy the music. Dance on Sofa World, wherever you want, in your home, on the street, but in small groups. And yeah, see you tomorrow.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Cheers.
Tonk.